welcome to Thruxton, round 7 of the Bennetts British Superbike Championship, and starting on the Omologato pole position for the second time this season for McCann's Yamaha, Jason O'Halloran. Jason, you were strong yesterday, you topped both the free practice, and you said you'd done a lot of work yesterday. You had a few things you wanted to look at this morning. How have you found today? Because free practice was obviously written off when it started to rain and everyone came back in, but in qualifying you pulled it out the bag really quick and set the pole position lap so early in the session.
Yeah, it was yesterday we did a lot of work, especially in FP2. Tried 2 different settings with the rear of the bike just to work on tyre life for the races. We tried something different this morning, which was sort of combining the 2 settings, but we didn't really get to try it in free practice because of the rain. We went with it in qualifying because I think it was important to try it, and I felt good straight away. So yeah, happy enough with that. I think we're in a good place for the race. I expect the race to be difficult like always around here. It's all about just strategy and getting to the end the fastest you can. Good thing that we've got the other 2 Yamahas on the front row. We can all get away together. We do similar things on the track. I said it earlier in the year, a little bit like last year, when you're racing with Yamahas, it's actually quite nice, you know, because we're riding the bikes the same way. So hopefully we can get away together, do our thing, and then see if we've got a bit more at the end.
Congratulations, Jason.
Cheers, guys.
And back on the front row for Lamy OMG Racing Yamaha, it's Ryan Vickers. Ryan, you're coming into this weekend off your best performance ever in the Superbike class last time out at Brands Hatch. Yesterday, you lost a bit of time with the crash in the second session, but you've bounced back today to be on the front row. Talk us through how it's gone so far this weekend.
Yeah, it started off a really good weekend in FP1, was P3, and then, FP2, we had a little bit of a mishap from my side and the team side. We had a little technical issue, we lost 20 minutes, and then I was a bit rushed, went out, did my first flying lap, was my fastest lap of the weekend, so it just shows our pace and how comfortable we are on the bike. And unfortunately on my second flying lap, had a little crash, bit of a strange one to be honest. The rear came all the way round on the entry to the first right of the complex. But it is what it is, we just lost out on track time really. The first session was a bit green, the track weren't quite as grippy, and I think the second session everybody found quite a bit of time. So it would have been nice to set the bike up a bit more, but luckily we got into Q1, to be honest, and I wouldn't say that very often, but it was actually quite nice to go out there and do some laps on the dry track with a bit of anger. The guys made a small change to the bike for this Q2 session, and I was waiting on the first lap, and then Jason come by, and I thought, perfect, I'll sit in behind you, and he cracked on, did his lap, and I sat behind Jason. We did a great lap. I actually made a massive mistake at church, which lost a bit of time, but I see the lap time and I was P1 on my board, and I thought, that's enough, and pulled in the pits. The guy said, yeah, you're safe. So I went back out, did a few laps, just a bit more, just to get an idea on the bike setup for the race. But yeah, there's a few things we can improve for the race for sure, but the bike's a massive step to what it was in FP1, and we'll keep working in this way and look forward to the race.
That's great, thank you, Ryan. And completing the front row for this afternoon's Bennetts BikeSocial Sprint Race for Lamy OMG Racing Yamaha, it's Kyle Ride. Kyle, it's fair to say it's been a tough couple of rounds for you, and you've said that coming into the weekend, so it must feel great to be back on the front row, and it shows here so far this weekend that the Yamaha really is strong here. Tell us about how the weekend's gone so far for you and how you feel ahead of the race.
Yeah, the weekend's gone pretty steady up to yet. I've not really had the pace for one lap until that session, so the boys did a good job giving me a bit more confidence on the front. But yeah, I'm just happy to have a good Saturday. The last couple of meetings I've been having a terrible qualifying and then working my way back up the grid to have a good race 3, but then obviously that's the time to go home. So yeah, I'm looking to obviously have a good race on the Saturday and both races on Sunday.
And we've seen from previous years, particularly last year, obviously the team won with Bradley. How confident are you going into the race now, seeing that we have 3 Yamahas on the front row and you've clearly shown the pace throughout qualifying and free practice? Yeah,
the biggest thing is finishing the race, obviously. We all want to take trophies home. And yeah, you've just got to capitalise on the weekends where you're good and the bike's good. So yeah, everyone knows that the Yamaha's strong around Thruxton. So yeah, only thing we can do is make the most of that.
Congratulations, Carl.